be here again for the second day. It's not a given that events happen, right, in today's world. And I have to tell you that putting together something like this requires quite a lot of bravery because you are dealing with a lot of uncertainties, like if the guests are able to come, if the speakers are able to come, if the exhibitors are able to come, if the event can run. So there is so many different variables that you're dealing with that most event organizers this year have decided to move their events first to autumn from springtime and even from autumn to next year. But here we are. And yesterday when I was walking around here, I felt like when people said that, hey, cool stuff, like I said, yeah, this is like a magic trick. We are like in a dent in the universe. This is like the glitch in the matrix, you know? That's what we are kind of experiencing here. When you're here, it feels so natural to have these human connections. And I remember not long time ago, like maybe 1 month ago, I went to a really small event, maybe 10, 20 people. And I sat on a table. I never met those people before. And we started talking about things. And I realized after a moment that many of these had not seen anyone for like 5, 6 months. And having that conversation then got deeper. And what happened in that evening, on Friday evening, everyone canceled every plan they had for that evening and postpone things for 3, 4 hours just to be in that moment, to have that conversation that was going really, really deep. And 2 of those guys from that table are here today, and one of them is performing at one of the breaks. He's going to be eating fire. But, you know, things happen like that. And one of them was bartending, making upgraded cocktails at the upgraded dinner. And that's kind of how things often happen, through serendipity. And that's why meeting other people is so important. In science, for example, most of the most amazing discoveries always happen through chance. You were seeking for something else, and then you found something completely different. That's serendipity. Accidental, fruitful discoveries. And these are the things that we often seek from physical interaction. When you're online, it's very hard sometimes if you have an online event, even a Zoom call, to have those moments. And I had many of those moments yesterday when I met all kinds of people. I had no idea who's going to be here, but the tribe is definitely here, the community is here, and I'm very happy to have all of you here. But while putting together this event, many people kept on asking, like, are you canceling? Is the event really happening? You know, everyone, attendees, exhibitors, friends, family, you know, colleagues. Is this really happening? And while doing the event, what I did, I listened a lot of Stoic philosophy. And the Stoic philosophers, they had this one very pragmatic approach to life, basically, that you can't affect the situation around you, you can't affect other people in the end. They are the ones who change themselves, you can't change them. But what you can do, you can change yourself. And what you can do, you can decide how you respond to events. You can decide how you approach situations. And I was listening to a lot of Stoic philosophers. And some of my favorites, for example, Epictetus, was a slave all his life. And another philosopher, Marcus Aurelius, was one of the last 5 good emperors, according to Machiavelli. Marcus Aurelius was basically leading the Roman Empire. So you had a slave and an emperor. And both of them had limitations in life. Both of them had a lot of, things, struggles. It's not easy to wake up in the morning and be an emperor. It's not easy to wake up in the morning and be a slave. But still, when you have the opportunity to choose how you respond to events, that is the biggest difference that really counts in the end. Yesterday, Siim Land was talking about the fact that it's not stress that kills you, but how you react to those stressful situations. And I said that in times of turmoil, resilience is virtue. And for Stoic philosophers and in Stoicism, virtue is what is the key thing in life. It's more important than health. It's more important than wealth. The virtues that you carry are the ones that really matter. So remember that you always have, the choice how you respond to situations. And as long as you have the opportunity to choose which feet you're going to step out of your bed in the morning, consciously do that. And consciously decide how you respond when you interact with other people. That makes the biggest difference. And that's why the theme for this conference is how to become a resilient being. So I hope that you will enjoy the rest of the program today. It's going to be freaking amazing. And the ecstatic beach party in the evening, man, I'm so glad it's happening because next week, most likely, there's not going to be any events. So it's literally the moment just before the storm. Thank you very much for coming.